What is the primary function of type 2 alveolar cells in the lungs? Gas exchange, production of surfactant, filtering foreign particles, regulating blood pH. The correct answer is option B, production of surfactant. Which type of cells in the retina are responsible for night vision? Cone cells, rod cells, ganglion cells, bipolar cells. The correct answer is option B, rod cells. Which enzyme found in infants' gastric juice helps in the digestion of milk proteins? Pepsin, renin, amylase, trypsin. The correct answer is option B, renin. Which artery primarily supplies blood to the trachea? Superior thyroid artery, pulmonary artery, aorta, inferior vena cava. The correct answer is option A, superior thyroid artery. Which part of the adrenal gland releases epinephrine, norepinephrine and dopamine? Adrenal cortex, adrenal medulla, adrenal papilla, zona reticularis. The correct answer is option B, adrenal medulla. Parietal cells are present in which region of gastric glands? Head, neck, base, none of these. The correct answer is option B, neck. What is the name of the gap between the motor end plate and the muscle fiber in the neuromuscular junction? Synaptic cleft, axon terminal, neuromuscular gap, motor neuron junction. The correct answer is option A, synaptic cleft. Volume of synovial fluid in knee joints is 0.1 ml, 0.3 ml, 0.5 ml, 0.7 ml. The correct answer is option C, 0.5 ml. Which cells in the retina are responsible for color vision? Rod cells, cone cells, ganglion cells, bipolar cells. The correct answer is option B, cone cells. The opening between esophagus and stomach is known as cardiac orifice, junction, papilla, pyloric orifice. The correct answer is option A, cardiac orifice. What is the primary function of the renal cortex? Urine collection, filtration of blood, production of hormones, concentration of urine. The correct answer is option B, filtration of blood. Which enzyme is primarily responsible for breaking down fibrin and promoting fibrinolysis? Thrombin, plasmin, trypsin, amylase. The correct answer is option B, plasmin. Which glial cells in the central nervous system are smaller than astrocytes and are responsible for forming and maintaining myelin? Microglia, astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, ependymal cells. The correct answer is option C, oligodendrocytes. Superior mesenteric plexus provides nerve supply to duodenum, kidneys, spleen, stomach. The correct answer is option A, duodenum. Which structure contains erectile tissue and plays a role in female sexual arousal? Uterus, clitoris, ovaries, fallopian tubes. The correct answer is option B, clitoris. The area of the retina with the highest concentration of cone cells is the optic disc, macula, sclera, cornea. The correct answer is option B, macula. What is the primary effect of ferrous hormone in the body? Increases blood glucose levels, reduces blood calcium levels, increases blood calcium levels, reduces blood phosphate levels. The correct answer is option C, increases blood calcium levels. During which stage does the hormone oxytocin stimulate uterine contractions to expel the baby? Follicular phase, ovulation, menstrual phase, labor. The correct answer is option D, labor. Which of the following muscles is responsible for extension of the fingers? Extensor digitorum, flexor digitorum profundus, none of the above. The correct answer is option A, extensor digitorum. Which lobe of the brain is primarily responsible for vision? Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe. The correct answer is option D, occipital lobe. Insulin is produced by alpha cells, beta cells, both A and B, none of these. The correct answer is option B, beta cells. Which type of gland secretes hormones directly into the bloodstream? Exocrine glands, endocrine glands, sebaceous glands, salivary glands. The correct answer is option B, endocrine glands. The middle portion of the human sperm contains nucleus, proteins, centriole, mitochondria. The correct answer is option D, mitochondria. Which part of a long bone is primarily involved in bone growth during childhood and adolescence? Diaphysis, epiphysis, epiphyseal flat, periosteum. The correct answer is option C, epiphyseal flat and metaphysis. The primary osmoreceptors are responsible for detecting changes in osmolarity are located in the hypothalamus, the adrenal gland, the liver, the pancreas. The correct answer is option A, the hypothalamus. The brain's protective covering is called the meninges, dura mater, arachnoid mater, pia mater. The correct answer is option A, meninges. The membranous labyrinth is located within which part of the inner ear? Cochlea, semicircular canals, vestibule, tympanic cavity. The correct answer is option B, semicircular canals. Which muscle is responsible for producing the six-pack appearance in the abdominal region? Rectus abdominis, external oblique, transverse abdominis, internal oblique. The correct answer is option A, rectus abdominis. Which part of the eye provides structural support and is known as the white of the eye? Iris, retina, cornea, sclera. The correct answer is option D, sclera. Which is the longest segment of the digestive system in the human body? Esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. The correct answer is option C, small intestine. Brachial artery begins at the lower border of teres minor, teres major, rhomboid major, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, teres major. The functional units of the kidney responsible for urine formation are known as nephrons, renal columns, renal tubules, collecting ducts. The correct answer is option A, nephrons. Which layer of the eye is responsible for detecting light and sending visual signals to the brain? Retina, cornea, sclera, lens. The correct answer is option A, retina. Which of the following is the largest salivary gland in the human body? Submandibular gland, sublingual gland, parotid gland, minor salivary gland. The correct answer is option C, parotid gland. Which chamber of the heart is primarily affected by prolonged systematic hypertension? Right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. The correct answer is option D, left ventricle. Where is the gastroesophageal sphincter located? Between the stomach and the duodenum, between the stomach and the cecum, at the entrance to the stomach, before the external anal sphincter. The correct answer is option C, at the entrance to the stomach. Which of the following secretes secretin hormone? Esophagus, ileum, duodenum, stomach. The correct answer is option C, duodenum. What effect do glucocorticoids like cortisol and corticosterone have on the immune system? Stimulate immune response, suppress immune response, increase antibody production, activate T cells directly. The correct answer is option B, suppress immune response. Which type of neurons within the nervous system can initiate nerve impulses? Initiating neurons, relay neurons, conductive neurons, synaptic neurons. The correct answer is option A, initiating neurons. Which of the following is not a function of the stomach? Digestion of fats, digestion of proteins, mechanical digestion, storage of food. The correct answer is option A, digestion of fats. Where does the majority of fat digestion take place? Mouth, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. The correct answer is option C, small intestine. What is the outer layer of the kidney called? Cortex, medulla, renal capsule, ileum. The correct answer is option C, renal capsule. Cortisol levels typically peak at which time of day? Morning, afternoon, evening, midnight. The correct answer is option A, morning. The duct that carries saliva from each parotid gland to the inside of the cheek near the upper molars is called Wharton duct, Stenson duct, Bartholin duct, adenoid duct. The correct answer is option B, Stenson duct. The inner lining of the esophagus is composed of which type of tissue? Simple squamous epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium, columnar epithelium, cuboidal epithelium. The correct answer is option B, stratified squamous epithelium. Presence of RBC in urine is known as proteinuria, hematuria, nephritis, none of these. The correct answer is option B, hematuria. In the nervous system, what role does the neurotransmitter acetylcholine play at the neuromuscular junction? It inhibits muscle contraction, it initiates the firing of sensory neurons, it stimulates muscle contraction, it regulates blood flow to the muscles. The correct answer is option C, it stimulates muscle contraction. Which enzyme in saliva begins the digestion of carbohydrates? Pepsin, amylase, lipase, lactase. The correct answer is option B, amylase. Which bone forms the posterior septum of the nose, separating the nasal cavity into two equal facets? Ethmoid, vomer, sphenoid, maxilla. The correct answer is option B, vomer. Parkinson's disease is caused due to deficiency of dopamine, epinephrine, acetylcholine, endorphins. The correct answer is option A, dopamine.